Well, what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from January 7th, 2020. And this is the first episode of Impact Wrestling, starting up a new year, a new decade of 2020. And this episode was basically the go home show edition, where it pertains to Impact Hard to Kill 2020, which is going to be this Sunday, which actually tomorrow is Sunday, which I will do a preview after I do this review. So that being said, let's just go right into it. Where it pertains to your commentators, Don Callis and Josh Matthews. They were at Melrose, New York, which was in Queens, and the opening show, as a matter of fact. And here's the ironic thing, in what pertains to Impact Wrestling. They close up the show 2019 of Tessa Blanchard and Sammy Callahan, with a fight, a brawl in the way. And how they kick off 2020 to start off a new year for Impact Wrestling, basically ending the year of 2019 with Tessa Blanchard and Sammy Callahan brawling. And then we start a beginning of the new year of 2020, and they open up with a brawl between Michael Elgin and Eddie Edwards. So the referee is trying to pull him away. Eddie Edwards gets in the ring, cuts the microphone. He cuts a promo on the microphone, I'd say, and says to Michael Elgin, "We don't have to wait until Sunday, even though they will be have to wait until Sunday too." They, basically because this match right now. And also, he starts diving outside the ring onto a pile of bodies of securities, and the match starts picking up. Now I'm pretty sure the match started when they after that whole thing the dive by Eddie Edwards, they went to commercial break and then they came back and the match began. Match itself I thought was pretty good to open up the show, and in the end, Michael Elgin gets the win with the Elgin Bomb. So I asked myself, so wait a minute, so is that it for Michael Elgin and Eddie Edwards? Nope, because they're going to have this match again at Hard to Kill, and I'm pretty sure what pertains to Hard to Kill, it's going to be for the Call Your Shot trophy that Eddie Edwards won from Bound for Glory 2019. Based on all the card, it doesn't look like that way. So I'm saying myself, okay, so why they find it again? They're going with this feud and everything, where it's going to be a dream match to be seen between Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin, with the wrestling style they wrestle, what pertains to wrestling in Japan, represents Eddie Edwards wrestling in Pro Wrestling Noah, and then Michael Elgin wrestling of at one point for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So obviously we're going to see some strong style between these two. And they in this match they were holding back until we get to Hard to Kill, and I'm pretty sure Hard to Kill they're gonna go full force of what they're gonna do. Basically this is just a preview of what we're gonna be getting at Hard to Kill, and they're gonna give us the entire full of strong style in a way for Hard to Kill. Basically they're coming hard what pertains to hitting hard and fighting hard, and see how hard they can they can deliver. But we'll see. Yeah, the show review package of the World Tag Team Championships, the feud between Rich Swann and Louis Mack versus the North of Josh Alexander and Ethan Page, I meant to say. Next we get to the Desi Hit Squad, which I thought was the video package stuff I thought was good. Next we get to the Desi Hit Squad, which it features Gama Singh, being managing Muhammad Ishira, Rajan Singh, and or his name is drawing blank over here already. Rohit Raju. There you go. They go up against the team of TJP, Halaba, and Daiga. Match itself ends up being pretty decent, and Muhammad Ishira was looking pretty decent in the match too. despite him being a wrestler, along with Rajan Singh, I thought it was decent. In the end, it was the Deadly Hit Squad getting the win over after a thunderous powerbomb to TJP by Mamut Shira. So the Deadly Hit Squad gets the win. And what does this mean for the pay-per-view? Absolutely nothing, because they will not be part of the pay-per-view. It's of Hard to Kill. So what this match accomplished? It accomplished that it's good. This feud is going to continue on, and nothing else to it. We get to William Mack, who's not fully recovered from his attacks a few weeks ago, and is afraid he's holding back Rich Swann. And basically, Rich Swann tells him that not to sell himself short, and he knows that they both will make an impact and win the tag titles. Basically, don't beat yourself up, and pick yourself back up, because we got a lot to prove, and we're gonna prove it at Hard to Kill. So yeah, now this could mean anything, but I'll get to more of it when I do the preview of it. We go backstage where we see OVE. They're basically cutting a promo. Dave and Jay Christ and Madman Fulton. The only person that was not cutting a promo in this segment was the Impact World Champion himself, Sami Callihan. And I thought the way this was done, this was booked, where pertains to this promo, I thought it was well done. Especially when Sami Callihan had nothing to say in this promo. And he need to say it in this promo too, because he saved, basically what pertains to Impact Wrestling standpoint, Impact Wrestling saved Sami Callihan doing all the talking, where pertains to the build-up between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard for their title match at Hard to Kill. But I'll get to more of that later. I thought it was well done too here. Sami Callihan was just letting them talk, let them have it. Basically, he's basically putting them over by letting them cut promo. Just cut promo. Sorry about that, folks. As you saw, I was sneezing, so I apologize for that. But hopefully everything's all good now, and hopefully I am good. Now I can continue on. So, OVE's promo, where Sami Callihan had nothing to say in this promo. He was just standing there and laying the Chris brothers and Matt Fulton cut the promos. The promo was they're basically saying that Hard to Kill isn't about Tessa Blanchard. They are sick and tired of hearing about Tessa Blanchard, because Tessa Blanchard is overrated. Just saying. Just like I hear about Michael Jackson being overrated, and also what pertains to Elvis Presley being overrated. Just saying. And then Madman Fulton talks about his match against Ken Shamrock. Madman Fulton comments on he's gonna shatter him. And again, Sami Callihan just stand there, holding his title very tight and everything, just remaining quiet, while OVE, Madman Fulton, the Chris brothers saying, we're for Ohio, by Ohio, and we are taking over everything. And the whole thumbs up, thumbs down. And again, they're doing it, but not Sami Callihan, which I thought again it was well done. It was priceless. Sami Callihan, just standing there, holding and not saying anything at all. Promo, this segment, this everything that was done here, it was done perfectly. I loved it. Johnny Swinger in the locker room, attempting to drug the Joey Ryan of his jacket, whatever. And then while he's about to do that, Tommy Dreamer shows up, confronts him. He tells him to grow up and blah blah blah, and I didn't care. Moving on. We get to a video vignette of Impact Plus moment of the week that features Ace Austin. No, I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, I don't remember what was Impact Plus moment of the week, to be honest with you, because after that, they show Ace Austin and Trey represents to their build up for Hard to Kill, represents for the S-Division Championship, and also represents to Trey's mom being involved with the storyline too. So I thought it was well done too. Then we get to a personal video vignette building up between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard for their main event attraction match for Hard to Kill for the Impact Championship. Again, it was between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard, where it tends to preparing for the biggest match of their careers. Where it tends to basically when they talk about intergender wrestling, pro wrestling, where it tends to Sami Callihan's family and Tessa Blanchard's family. I thought it was pretty well done, folks. Where it tends to this, especially where it tends to what we know about Tessa Blanchard's family. Then where it tends to Sami Callihan's family. This was something that hit me right home. I'm not saying I can relate to that because I never relate to what Sami Callihan went through. And what Sami Callihan went through was that he lost both of his parents. He lost his mother first, the early age of his 20s, and then about months or 2 years later, I think it was, unfortunately, the father passed away too. And again, in his early 20s, where he had no one with him, no family on with him. After the parents unfortunately died, he had to live on his own and everything. It was very sad to hear about that organization of Sami Callihan. And then Tessa Blanchard, and then Tessa Blanchard talks about her father, her grandfather, and also talks about Magnum Tia, who is the Godfather, and Magnum Tia was on this package too. I remember also seeing Tessa Blanchard's sister was there on basically it was not just Tessa Blanchard, it was also a few of our family talking about Tessa Blanchard too as well. Sami Callihan, like I said, was also talking about about his family, and then talk about himself, and then talk about being the face of Impact Wrestling by being champion. Sami Callihan also talks about Tessa Blanchard. Talks about how he's going to treat her like an equal. It's because it's not going to be an intergender wrestling match. It's going to be a wrestling match. Okay, I don't know if I got cut off because of that. I apologize for that, but let me continue. What I was saying is that Sami Callihan is not going to treat Tessa Blanchard. It's not going to treat Tessa Blanchard like a woman. He's going to treat like she's a man. Basically, Sami Callihan's going to treat her like he treats other men in the ring, because it's not going to be a general wrestling match. It's going to be a wrestling match where he's going to treat like an equal. And it's been done before. We're potential anniversary, which that was a great match too. And this could be no different, because this time it's not just for Tessa Blanchard to prove herself. It's going to be for the Impact World Championship. And I cannot wait to see how that match turns out. Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard talks about I want represents to this video package. I thought it was well done. It was pretty good. And it's one on hand where he needed to do the talking during the segment of OVE, doing where Sami Callihan just stand there and say nothing. Sami Callihan did the rest of the talking for this video package itself alone. All right. Next we get to Havoc being accompanied by Father James Mitchell versus Rosemary. Before the match, we had Father James Mitchell and Havoc backstage getting ready to head to the ring. Also, Susie tried to go with them, but James James Mitchell tells her to stay back here instead, and locks the door, and that was it. And then we get to the match between Rosemary and Havoc. Match itself, it was decent, all right. All of a sudden, we got Susie coming out. She joins along on commentary with Don Callis and Josh Matthews. All of a sudden, James Mitchell sees this, goes to to get her out of there. Rosemary confronts both of them, basically in a way confronting Father James Mitchell. Also, the match still continues with Jessica Havoc trying go to Rosemary and everything, and Rosemary gets beaten by Havoc with a tombstone power driver, and that was it. Nothing happened after that, folks. Nothing, going berserk, berserk or something like that. Trying to go back to being, nothing. It was just, what this accomplished too? Absolutely nothing, because these people in the segment will not be part of Hard to Kill as well. I don't even know why they even bother with this. I guess it hurt even more, but then again, whatever. Moving on. All right, Kiera Hogan, Madison Rain, and Taya Valkyrie being accompanied by Johnny E. Bravo versus Jordan Grace, ODB, and Tennille Dashwood, a 6 women's tag team match. And the match itself, I thought was pretty decent. Kiera Hogan barely did nothing. I don't understand why. Like literally, I could read you right here. Who did something in this match here? Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rain. Madison Rain and Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace and Ty Valkyrie. Kiera Hogan made a quick tag, only to be tagged back out. What else? Madison Rain, Jordan Grace and Ty Valkyrie. Grace, Madison Rain steps into the ring, argues with the referee, and that's okay. I don't remember anything else what Kiera Hogan did in this match. I don't understand the booking of Kiera Hogan, folks. This is really pissing me off too. Kiera Hogan gets hurt in Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling is okay, hopefully that's better. Yeah, Impact Wrestling, all they care about is Madison Rain with this whole stupid thing with her being the locker room leader, which is fucking stupid. Top Valkyrie, she's in. It's whatever. Obviously, the champion does matter. Tennille Dashwood, I can't say what they're doing with her too. I remember how they hype her up when they brought her into Impact Wrestling. I wish they would have done the same thing with Kiera Hogan too, but instead, the way they did it with Kiera Hogan, it just have just show up there, no video package, no video vignettes of her coming to Impact Wrestling. She just show up, like she was a jobber, or at least whatever. The point is, the match went to ODB and Jordan Grace and Tennille Dashwood. ODB took out Jordan Grace out of the match. It was weird the way it was done, but who cares? But then Jordan Grace was furious. That's what steps in, and that was it. So yeah. But hey, this accomplished something. Jordan Grace, ODB are having tensions with each other and everything. And Tabakuri, hey, this could be her advantage to retain her Knockouts championship. She could have a 1 year reign. There you go. Obviously, RVD and Katie Forbes backstage making out. Moose interrupts. Basically tells RVD that their match are up next, and basically talks about despite their match from Summer Anniversary, which he beat them. And then RVD said to him, and this is RVD literally saying this, match. He literally said in the match between himself and Moose, he must be some spoke at that good joint that to make him forget things like that. But basically, RVD was on his heels things, doing my moves and everything and all that, blah blah blah. And then we get and then we go back, we're getting ready to go to this main event match. But also we see Johnny Swinger passed out on the couch. Meanwhile, Joey Ryan and Petey Williams shows up laughing, blah blah blah. Moving on. Moose and RVD being cleared by Katie Forbes versus Brian Cage and Rhino. A tag team match. That was a main event match, and I thought the match itself was decent. And then you have Brian Cage and Rhino win the match with Moose getting taken out by Brian Cage's inside lariat, and that was it. And then they end the show with more hype of basically video highlights type of match that's coming, like for example, Ken Sharp versus Moose versus Rhino, RVD Frank Cage, Jordan Grace versus ODB, Swan and William Mack versus the North for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. Ace Austin for the Impact Exhibition Championship. Sports for the Clear Shot Trophy. Oh, the main event attraction between Shadow against Tessa Blanchard. And there you go. But they did here. Hard to kill, final before we get to hard to kill. And there you go. For the show itself, I believe it was 4 matches, or at least 5. Because you had versus Michael Elton. Match, a 6-woman tag team for the show. Yeah, a knockouts match, which was a 1-on-1. And you have a tag team main event. So that was 5 matches. My overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go with despite a few matches, which I thought a few of them was lackluster, except for the Michael Elgin and Eddie Edwards match. I thought the match, pertains to go home, where it pertains to real packages for things, especially where it pertains to Tessa and Sammy. Well done. George said to me, what your opinion about the Tessa Blanchard situation? She's getting it done. I think she's the Becky Lynch. That's what I gotta say. Where it pertains to where it pertains to star power, where it pertains to showcasing what Tessa Blanchard is doing, and then where it pertains to Tessa Blanchard facing male wrestlers. That's a prime example of of someone who's who can step to face a man in a dominant sport in professional wrestling. And that's a prime example of what with the holding with Becky Lynch, calling herself the man. Tessa Blanchard is one who's doing it right. And I'm not just saying that because she's not in WWE. I'm just saying that because Tessa Blanchard is really showcasing how good she can be in the ring, and she can she can dish out what would be on take, what she can take. So there you go. Tessa Blanchard, she's getting it done. Way better than Becky Lynch. And I love Becky Lynch. Not trying to downgrade her. She's doing a great job on WWE programming. But when it comes to who's getting done in general, is Tessa Blanchard. And she's very underrated with pertains to that. Meanwhile, you got Becky Lynch, who's overrated with pertains to that. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. For Is Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review, where it pertains to giving you the Impact Hard to Kill Go Home Show edition of 2020. And after this, I will give you the preview of Hard to Kill once I get that one set up. So that being said, folks, you'll keep yourself in peace, stay safe, take care. Because next time you see me, you'll be seeing me doing a preview and doing a review where it pertains to Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill. Take care.